I might receive many hating comments after confessing this. However, I just need some advices from you guys since I cannot share this to any of my friends or families. I'm in a relationship with my beloved boyfriend for over 4 years. We started as friends and grew together as a couple. We are in a very healthy relationship where we are completely honest and trusting each other, no jealousy and arguments. We never lied to each other, even the smallest stuffs. He is an understanding and caring person. We both have fantastic relationships with our families and friends. We are planning to get married end of this year. And story became a little bit messy when I came home to visit my family after 5 years. I have a good friend who has been very closed in the last 3 years decided to come visit me in my hometown for 2 weeks. To be honest, I always find him attractive as he is very kind and respectful person. Nothing ever happened between us because we knew I'm in a relationship and never wanted to cross the boundaries. In the last 2 weeks hanging out every day, more like just showing him around my country, I started to have strange feelings about him. We still haven't done anything bad, just sometime accidentally have some touchings, not sexually, while he teaching me swim, martial arts and watching movies. I don't know why in those moments, I got so blushing and nervous. I'm sexually attracted to him even I know I love my boyfriend still. I confessed to my best friend saying I had feelings for him, but it's a wrong feelings, I shouldn't feel this way. My heart beats so fast when I'm with him, sometimes I have to leave the room for a smoke to control my feelings. He told me he obviously had the same sensation towards me and appreciated that I being so honest about this. We decided to keep ourselves stay in boundaries because we don't want to ruin our friendship. He is so respectful to me and crazy self-control. That even makes my feelings for him stronger. I couldn't stop thinking about him and started to compare them in my head. Guys, I don't know what to do anymore. I have never cheated and never want to become a cheater. I promised to my boyfriend that I would tell him everything, but in this case, I am scared to be transparent. Should I say to him? I don't want to ruin my relationship and friendship, but my sensation while spending time with him can easily be out of control. Thanks for watching, subscribe and like. And now next story. Should I trust my gut? Or am I overreacting? To give a little background, me have been with my husband for about 5 years now. We met online, which isn't always the healthiest way to be in a relationship. We dated online roughly for 2 years, eventually things turned south. It was my first relationship and was very confused with what exactly was happening. He began getting distant and treating me pretty badly. He one day decided to stop talking to me for 4 days, and his whole family covered for him saying his phone broke. That was a lie, especially since I would see him online on the PS4, he could have messaged me from there if he wanted to. I took the hint and cried the whole 4 days, and proceeded to cry after since he broke up with me. His excuses were very stupid. My Mexican mom, who relies purely on gut feelings, said, "He was cheating on you." I never saw him that way, I did not think he was capable. Fast forward 2 weeks, he texted me, said he was sorry, and we got back together. I have to thank his family since they were the ones who convinced him. That said, I know, a month later I went to visit him and his whole family were begging me to come live with them. I saw this as my ticket out of my abusive family and decided to say, fuck it. I went back to my hometown to get MY things and MY car. They all seemed to have a huge problem with it. What turned to only taking a week to get my things and leave turned to almost 2 months. One day before I came back, he said he did not know if he wanted to live or be with me anymore. His sister-in-law messaged me stating how I am not fit for the family. I took it as an insult since I am very shy at first and his family is very chaotic. He switched things around again and said, "NVM, just come live with me." So, I did just that. When I got there, not even a hello, a hug, or even a stare. I was ignored by them all, knowing they regret their decision in allowing me to live with them. 2 weeks after that, I confronted him saying how I have a huge feeling he was cheating on me. He said, "I have not done anything." He was very nervous and I knew he was lying, so eventually after so much pressuring he gave in, said he was only buying nudes off of Snapchat. I did not feel okay with it, but I let it pass since it was literally just 2 weeks since I've been living with him and did not want to cause any problems. At night, I decided to look through his phone. The amount of nasty ass shit I found. He was messaging multiple women, had purchased 3 different OnlyFans accounts, he had a secret folder filled with nudes, etc. I began crying and packing my shit. He woke up in fear and started begging me. After a few days I decided to give us another chance since I excused it with, we were long distance, maybe he just wanted to feel something more than just love from afar, so that's why he did it. It has been 3 years from that now. I've been distrusting to say the least, but lately I have a gut feeling that won't go away. I keep wondering if he is doing it again. He always wakes up very early and hides in the restroom with his phone. While I was texting my sister through his phone when mine died, I saw emojis he does not normally use. If you know what I mean, and he never texts anyone, not even me. I've noticed he always deletes his history when I use his phone to search, etc. etc. Lots of weird shit happening not up to the norm. I choose not to go through his phone due to the fear of finding something I wish not to see. I want to confront him, but this is all speculation and maybe just coincidences. I just want to know. Thanks for watching, subscribe and like. And now next story. My boyfriend cheated on me. We are almost 6 years into our relationship. It hasn't been perfect. We were doing a lot of drugs when we met and were completely different people. Some crazy stuff happened in the beginning of the relationship and we had to be long distance for like 8 months after only dating for 6 months. Since then we have had to move across the country multiple times due to financial hardships and it hasn't been easy. And I am not a very emotionally available person. He was my first real BF and for a long time I didn't really know how to give affection. It hurt him, 4 years. I wasn't affectionate or open at all. About 6 months ago we broke up because everything just exploded due to lack of communication and my unwillingness to be loving in any way. A week later we were back together and I promised to work on loving myself and him. And I did. I got a lot better and took better care of myself and in turn was a much better girlfriend. But instead of seeing my hard work and appreciating it, he has just held contempt for the prior 4 years of no love. This week he started a new job in a more party-type scene and he relapsed on multiple drugs and didn't come home 2 different nights. I know he was on drugs and I felt like maybe he cheated, but probably not. BC he never would. 2 nights ago he didn't come home until like 12 p.m. and I told him I knew he was on drugs and asked about girls and he admitted to the drugs but not the girl. Today he confessed that he cheated. IDK, what to do? I've never had another relationship and he admits to me now that he knows I've been better with affection and he just wasn't seeing it. He says he didn't even remember cheating until later because he did it while on Xanax and when he remembered, he told me. He knows drugs aren't an excuse and for a normally angry dude he was very polite about telling me and has admitted his wrongs. I have a broken leg and I'm on the other side of the country as any of my family and I love him so much. We have no money, he can't keep a job and now this. And I can't decide whether to choose love and try and trust him again or leave and maybe find someone more reliable. The whole thing is just embarrassing and heart-wrenching and I don't really have anyone I'm willing to tell about this. Maybe some stranger's advice will help.